presentation is brought to you by Chess and Gaming.
Hello, fellow chess assassins and chess friends. In this video, I'm going to test your intuition. Welcome to Burst Through the Center Part 2. Black plays the pawn to g6 to guard against the checkmate on h7. Queen takes pawn on c4, and after rook takes pawn on b2, white plays the bishop to b3 to lock the rook in. Bishop to g5 is played with the idea of playing the rook to d2 for a trade. However, that is not the main point of this lesson. White will try to advance the d-pawn for promotion, while black tries to stop the d-pawn from promoting. Throughout this video lesson, I will be asking you questions based on your intuition. Which part of your intuition do you trust? So in this game, after the moves queen e4, g6, queen takes c4, rook takes b2, bishop b3, bishop g5. Your two move options are either pawn to d6 or pawn to h4. Which move should you make? Let's listen to your intuition.
You should definitely consider playing h4. h4 will avoid other complications. Playing the pawn to d6 was the rush. If you play the pawn to d6, black could play bishop to f5, or, on the other hand, black could play the bishop to e6, and now you're faced with a question. What are you going to do about the queen?
Nah, h4 is too slow. You want to play the pawn to d6. You want to force matters. Therefore, you should push the pawn. Unless you have a good reason for doing so, if you play h4, black can't accept it because the queen holds the bishop.
Okay, let's get back to our game. So you decided to play the pawn to h4. However, black does not accept but plays the bishop to f4. For the simple reason that if white should play the knight to a4, then queen to h4 and the bishop threatens checkmate. After g3, queen h3, and then if you accept the bishop, then black gets a perpetual check. So which one did you listen to? In this position, white's move was the knight to a4. However, that is not the move to make. You want to play the knight to e4. Not only does this stop the rook from going to d2, but prepares pawn on g2 to g3. For instance, if queen takes h4, g3, knight f6 check, king g7, and no perpetual. However, black does have queen g4 check. The queens come off, and now it's an endgame. Alright, for this last example, you decide to push the pawn to d6. This time you're going to deal with bishop to e6. Queen a4, and now a double attack on the pawn on b3, and now pawn to e4. Knight to c5, gaining ground with the knight, and this results in a queen trade. Pawn to d7. Knight f6 check, king over, and rook down. Queen. Now after the pawn promotes, then black can try either bishop takes d8 or simply move the rook over to d2 with a discovery. Let's look at rook d2 with the discovery check. How should you continue? After rook d2, after rook d2, white is still good. After queen takes the bishop on b6 and the line continues, check, rook over, and queen to a7 with a hit on the f7 pawn. And now queen takes a6. Take the moves back. Now let's look at bishop captures the queen. Bishop takes d8 and the line continues. Okay, that is all I have. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video.